Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the Solid Rock Sports Show. I'm your host, Jonathan Pflegl, alongside my co-host, Pastor Justin Metcalf, walking out the Terry Bradshaw Steelers jersey.
Yeah, I'm wearing the Steelers jersey.
Boy, it's great. You know what I've been looking about NFL season? Wow, there's so many. You do not know what to expect. Every week is some different upset.
I know it is. It's amazing, and trying to do the on our sports.
We've been predicting at the start of the season. You thought the Bucks and the Bills would be there. Neither one of those teams are looking exactly Super Bowl worthy.
No.
But hey, what did I say about the New England Patriots? You shouldn't count out Belichick.
It's the brain, the genius.
The defense. They drafted the quarterback. Mac Jones. They got that special defense, and they're buying into it. So now New England, Tampa Bay. That prediction's still looking. Is still there. It's still up there, but you never know. I mean, it's just absolutely mind blowing that how many teams are losing. Like first place teams are losing to like the teams at the bottom or near the bottom.
Right. The football season, and what I'm noticing with the fantasy league is that there's so many players out with injuries, and then they're still struggling and battling with the COVID.
Yeah. So and that way we're talking about fantasy football, having our little fantasy football league.
Right.
My goodness, so many the Rams just brought in Odell Beckham Jr. and little did they realize that he was going to be a replacement for Robert Woods, who's been like a big name. He's been there for a while. He's been he hasn't been putting up numbers like his teammate Cooper Kupp, but still he's been very productive, and that's just it's like
it's hard to believe.
Yeah, the Rams just lost to the 49ers and a bunch of teams. It's like Baltimore lost Thursday night, lost to Miami.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming.
No.
Wow.
I know.
So now it's like, okay, is this like the NCAA tournament where March Madness where you don't know what's going to expect?
Right.
Yeah, really. It's just like you're going to try to make a prediction. Like if you were to make a prediction right now who would win the Super Bowl, what would you think? Like who would be the two teams playing in the Super Bowl and who would win?
I'm telling you, I think now this is going to make a lot of people happy, but the way Dallas is playing. Dallas is gaining some serious. Dallas Cowboys gaining some serious momentum.
Cowboy fans here, especially.
I know. I just because they're coming together. Their offensive line is playing tremendous. Their offensive coordinator. I saw in the game there where they were lifting them up in the locker room because of calling such a awesome game. It's suited toward Prescott, the quarterback.
Dak Prescott, yeah.
And the way that they're playing, the design, and the defense. And I'm a big believer that defense is what wins the big games.
Yes. Yeah. The Steelers have done that several times.
And I wouldn't count out, I'll be honest, I never can count out, Belichick in New England. I'm telling you, he's just a
really smart
coach.
guy. He's in decisions and figuring out places. He's got a great staff around him too. Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator.
Yes.
And then every time he loses a guy like a coach who goes someplace else, he just nope, no big deal. Next man up.
Right. That's something I was thinking about, Jonathan. How that when these teams, they're designed. Sometimes we're never we need to plan and prepare.
Yeah, the Bible is so many scriptures tell us we have to be prepared.
What happens if you lose your big player? What happens if you lose, you go out and lose something in life?
Yeah.
God will always give us a plan. If we prepare and plan for this properly, we can always be ready for adversities and difficult times.
Yes, the Bible, so many things. God's even spoken to us through his words. I know the plans I have for you. We just have to. And I've given you the power, the ability, and go out. But you just have to trust me and so that this plan can be carried out. And it's it's not going to go the way that you want it to. It's going to go according to my plan.
Yeah.
Joshua. I mean, it's hey, you're going to need to do this, but this is exactly what I want. God told Joshua to do. It sounds crazy to everybody else, but to God, that's
right. Exactly. That's sometimes the way it is with, especially I see this in the NFL team. Some of the teams, they're slower and more methodical, but they're prepared and planned out. That's what I always love about New England coach and Belichick is that Belichick is prepared and plans out a system that's not just designed specifically around one player per se. And he always has a system designed for the team. And, you know, I think I really learn a lot from that about his preparation. You know, it's kind of like what happened to Pittsburgh this week. You know, I shouldn't say, we're trying to be careful with our time mentions here, but in the game with Pittsburgh where the quarterback,
he was out with COVID.
Right. So Rudolph had to come in.
Yeah, you would have thought Pittsburgh would win because Detroit's not very good. And, and the result was not exactly, they didn't prepare exactly well. I think they took Detroit for granted and ended up tying. They didn't lose, but they didn't win either. Right. And I think during this time, everything going on, Jonathan, is that we have to prepare and be ready for times of adversity. You have to be, anything in trouble, you got to stand your ground. I mean, again, he says, be on your guard and prepare against the fire darts of the enemy.
That's right. Because they're going to come.
Yeah, they are.
They're going to come. But as I tell you what, God, He will protect us as long as we listen to Him and prepare.
Amen to that.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So I would say by now my New England and Tampa Bay should end up playing in Los Angeles in the Super Bowl. I'm still sticking by that. Although
that's good.
Dallas is going to
get with New England.
Dallas is going to give them be up there. I obviously don't want to count out Green Bay either because they're winning games without without guys. They just lost Aaron Jones to an MCL injury. In that game against Seattle. So even with everything's going on with Aaron Rodgers, I mean Green Bay should still be up there. I would like to see him and Belichick go at it.
I would too.
I would, but that NFC is so loaded right now. That NFC conference is so and they've got the extra game, the extra playoff game, like the playoff seed. So there's going to be like several teams trying to vie for the. There's going to be division winners, and then the two wild cards, and then you have the one team that's on the one seed who has the only bye. So the way that they set up, it's like everyone's vying and trying to grab that. Like Dallas is trying to, Arizona's trying to, the Rams are trying to. Well, the Rams have fallen off a little bit, but Green Bay, Arizona, Dallas, and Tampa Bay are all trying to get that one spot. But the AFC, Tennessee, man. I mean, right now, I would, based on how everyone's playing, I would say Tennessee and Dallas in the Super Bowl, but that wouldn't.
They don't have Henry.
Derrick Henry, they're doing it without.
I know,
their best guy.
My God. You talk about, that's incredible in my opinion because he's such a force.
Yes.
And that's the way I see it. Like you were saying, I think some of our shows is that how each team is dealing with adversity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And boy, they're stepping up big time. I mean, I would give their coach used to play linebacker for Belichick in New England.
Yeah.
Very Pflegl.
Yeah, I like him. A lot. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll see how the season plays out. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And hey, listen, you know what I'm looking forward to? I'm thankful that we get some really good Thanksgiving Day. Thankful for the games that we got coming up in a couple of weeks. Coming up shortly, we've got Chicago, Detroit. Yeah, that's not a great game. But then you look again at the 4:30 game. You've got Raiders against Dallas. That is going to to
awesome
game, big time implications.
Yeah.
And then that night, the primetime games, Buffalo, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Those are meaningful games.
And
who would have thought?
Josh Allen is my fantasy
MVP,
league quarterback.
MVP. He's gonna be somebody's MVP.
Oh, I tell you,
Boy, we got something good. So don't write off any of these teams just yet.
And that's another thing I'll say too is that relying on as far as the Buffalo Bills are concerned. Relying upon just one person to do everything is not healthy.
Yeah,
and they've been relying a lot on Josh Allen, his abilities.
Yeah, but he's going to need some help from his teammates.
He needs some running game.
There's some teams like obviously Ben Watson because he needed some help from his running game, his guys and stuff.
Same thing.
So, but anyway, hopefully you stay tuned. Keep watching football teams that you let us know.
Right.
Whoever's a team that's there and. Who knows? Well, hopefully we'll see them in the Super Bowl and make a deep run. And don't forget to keep liking, subscribing, sharing this with your friends. This is huge. You gotta. We appreciate the support. I mean, this is a big deal. I mean, Capital Region sports fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bunch of different teams, and this is like,
it's happening right now. And I heard that RPI, just to mention something, Division 3 they're in.
College football, yeah.
They're in the playoffs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I saw something that they beat Union for, like, they usually have a game against Union College.
Big rivalry.
Big rivalry, I think they win for, like the Dutchman's shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Bob had one this year, but
yeah.
That's something I would like to go to, even though it's like, go see one of these these cool rivalries, and it's just great. College football, the big guys though. I mean, they released the rankings, so we don't know who's going to be playing in the the college playoff or the championship just yet. But honestly, right now, if we were going based on the playoff college football, Alabama, Georgia, those are like the two dominant teams, and then I would put Cincinnati in there, and maybe Ohio State. Since Alabama, Georgia, Cincinnati, Ohio State in the Final Four.
They always seem to come up at the end, and they always seem to come through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all well coached, very well coached, especially Alabama with Nick Saban.
Right,
as a legend, he just continues to find a way year after year and after year.
Yes, good. He's a coaching genius.
He really
learned a lot from him too.
Yeah, he learned a lot from Belichick. Him and Belichick were buddies. Buddies. Mm-hmm. So they know.
There we go. We keep talking about that guy.
Connection. But anyway, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully tune in next time, and again, keep watching, sharing this with your friends, and don't forget, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. God bless.
God bless you.